Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in the deep playthrough of Dishonored 2. Those with a sharp eye will notice that I'm actually somewhere else than where we left off. And that is because I was hit by a very annoying bug, causing my voiceover to simply be absent for like 3 episodes. So that's like 3 times 45 minutes. So that's like over almost 2.5 hours of content. I am going to upload those silent. There's still game sound, but no commentary. Well, I did quite a lot of commentary. I will still upload them just for the record, for completion's sake. It's a shame to just delete those files. I was considering starting all over the whole playthrough, but that was a bit too much. It's only like in the beginning section. I did mess about way too long over here anyways, trying to get to grips with the game mechanics and stuff. And also on this difficulty level, I had to get accustomed to how perceptive and quickly the NPCs aggro. It's crazy. But after that, so that were 3 episodes without sounds. The 4th episode simply was a day later. It actually got totally corrupted. It was totally shaky, unwatchable footage. So I'm not really sure what's up with my PC or the capture cards, but I had to discard that one. So there is even between the no sound videos and where we are now, there's a little gap of 1 episode. I will quickly run you through where we, where actually since the last correct upload, which I think was while we were still inside Dunwall Tower, trying to make our way out of the safe house. We got down from the roof over here. Had to take some guys out in the streets. Had to take one guy out over here in the armory. There was not that much here except some coins, and I must say there were quite some readables. And it's quite a lot of reading. There will be much more reading in the game as well, so I'm not gonna reread them now because there's no sound in the previous episodes, but yeah, you can read them on the screen as I've read them in the game. But I will quickly show you what we collected. That is this. Some of them were already like in Dunwall Tower, like in the first 2 episodes, so which was still correct footage, but some others I picked up afterwards. So this is the armory. Then I took some little bullets over there and stuff. Took out like 3 guys outside here. Then also there's a way you can get on top of that piping instead of getting down over there and ending up at the top of the street there and taking them out. You can also from the rooftops go to the left, end up there, then you end up there and you can cross that beam, and that's makes you end up in this area, and that's just a matter of climbing down. There was like some health elixir, and there was one guy here which you could do a drop attack on. So then you're down here, and here there's just like a really cool little side area. Nothing really special, but it does give the world a more coherent feel, like the world is bigger than just your immediate linear path. So that's nice for immersion, and to take out one guy who was watching the cupboard. Some readables were here, I guess. Let's take an apple, by the way. And an audio log over here. So that was about that one. Then we went further ahead, and our main objective is to get to the harbor in that direction and meet up with some kind of a boat captain. There were some guys walking the street over here, which I had to take out, and then two other buildings that I entered, Dunwall Courier and Boyle Industries. You can see them here. We are at the arrow, so number 5 is Boyle Industries, that's this building. Then on the other side of the street we have number 2 is Dunwall Courier. Back there, number 3 and 4 are the City Watch Armory, which I just showed you, and Tower Gates, which is just a locked gate. Cannot really do anything there. The only area I did not yet explore building is number 1. That's over there. That is the Black Pony pub. And that is immediately after this little bottleneck to the left. So that's still up to do.
I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Wanna buy one?
You bet.
This place has changed a lot over the years.
I will
Not
quickly
for the better.
show you this area. So this is the backside of the building I entered. Here you have a little fish market. There was nothing really much here. It's just a different, you have like an overview of the harbor. That's our objective, by the way. There are still some guys I need to take out. In the previous episode I took out that guy and it took me almost the whole episode. I must say the whole stealth mechanics, it's really hit or miss and a bit random in the way they react to thrown bottles. Often you would expect the NPCs to get to the location where the actual bottle got smashed, where it hit the floor or the wall or whatever. But just as often, the NPCs directly book it to your location, where you threw it from, which is of course totally annoying. So that really took a long time, but I took out that guy. That is the pub we still have to enter. And those buildings, they all have some nice little side story or a bit of lore to them. So that's pretty cool. Still have to take out a couple of dudes there. But I became more familiar with the mechanics. So hopefully that will all go a bit smoother. Nothing much over there, so I will show you the two buildings and then we can just continue along. I entered the building from upstairs because that was the only back door that was open. Holy shit, are there peoples here? It's supposed to be empty. Already cleared it out here. Yeah, so there were maybe some goodies here, minor goodies. By the way, pretty cool that the actual bodies do not despawn. Also very good for immersion. Alright, so I went down, making my way downwards, getting a couple of coins and stuff over here. And then there was this scene. This is the first scene of the Crown Killer. There was some money over there in the cash registers. But this is the first victim. This is the door outside that I could open up from the inside. This is the first victim of the Crown Killer that we experience in the game. Poor dude. Crown Killer is watching. And for the rest, yeah, I could smash, which was actually pretty satisfying. I could smash a lot of these glass display cases. which was pretty fun to do, I must say. And they also contain some coins and stuff, so that's nice. So yeah, I am a bit bummed out that the audio just bugged out. Holy shit, you see, there's always stuff I missed. I didn't clear these ones out yet. But there's yeah, that the audio bugged out. I'm a bit bummed about it because I actually reflected quite a lot on mechanics and on the game itself. It really reminds me, the NPCs and the vibe, it's a bit, for me, reminiscent to BioShock indeed. And I understood that the same developer did create BioShock 2. And that's really a good thing. So far I've only been like in a really small area. Only these 2 buildings and that little street section over there. And then Dunwall Tower. But I already have like a very positive vibe in this game. More so even than the DLC that I also did. I completed the deep playthrough of Death of the Outsider. Somehow, I'm not sure why, but yeah, it's only based on a really short playtime, but this feels more, yeah, how I expected Dishonored to be. Like, it's maybe subconscious that I know this is like the main game, not only a DLC.
I missed the time when I could go to sleep without wondering if I'd wake up.
Despite the DLC being pretty long, it felt like a pretty much standalone game to me, but this, yeah, the DLC, you could talk with rats, and I found that also really gimmicky.
Starting to feel dodgy. That's no way to live.
I just really dig this entry in this series better. And also what I noticed is they have like humongous hands. Check those hands. Crazy. Anyways, I will show you this building. This is a publisher or courier, and there was like a guy that we could save. You can also just take the main entrance.
Silver pipe he was smoking.
Over there, and there was like a little goodie over there, like a valuable. But the main thing to do here, by the way, this is a picture of the Void. Dreams of the Void, which I'm sure we will be encountering later in the game. The main thing in this building was getting to the top floor, where the actual printer or the editor of the newspaper was, of the Dunwall Courier. He was being not extorted, but ordered what to print and what not by one of the guards. And then the guard, there was like the editor protested a bit, and then he was about to get killed, and he did get killed the first time around. But then I reloaded it and I saved him by taking him out first. So the editor is still alive and kicking. And he did promise that he would stay low for a couple of days, but then he would continue printing the truth and creating pamphlets for the the overthrow of the Empress that recently took place, like the conspirators. He will not bend to them, so that's a good thing. Let's see if we can just get over here. Okay, this is the way you get there. This is also a little side area already explored. Was like a little collectible there. That's a way to get down to the other side of the street. And I'm actually... for the rest there's not that much here. I will just show you. Like so. There's one guy I took out. I took him out over there. So this is the street where this episode started. Oops. And what I was actually curious about... Yeah, that was on the other side. One sec. Was whether there was also something to be done on one of the other balconies. There was a for sale sign somewhere. What the hell is that? Man, there's... If you're like longer in these levels, you start noticing stuff that you didn't necessarily notice before. For instance, we can just get up over there. Check that out. How cool is this? Oh, the game saved. Let's get to the other side. I'm not sure if there's any purpose to this. Ah, this is just probably a way to get past the guards unnoticed. Or something. Very cool. Good choice. Although, yeah, it doesn't really bring you that much, this one. But anyway, there was another balcony that I was wondering about. Where was that? We could jump onto something outside. We already checked those balconies. Yeah, I think it was upstairs over here. Or wasn't it? God damn it.
I don't feel safe. What is wrong with this city?
Alright, I will almost continue the regular playthrough, but... Or the actual, I will continue making some actual progress instead of messing about. Sometimes there are also collectibles in these bins, I noticed. Ah, this is what I mean. The for sale sign. This is what I mean. Alright, so here we can go make some progress. We can go to the pub immediately, but let's first take out the guys on the street. By the way, quite a lot. 1, 2, 3. Let's first take out the dudes over there. There's one inside, one walking about, and there's also one standing there. First we will take out the guy standing stationary at the back. Let's jump the mattress. First get a bit lower. And I have said it a lot in the previous episodes without any voiceover sounds that got deleted.
People of Dunwall, aiding a fugitive is now punishable by death. Aid the City Watch in this time of transition.
Holy shit, there's one over there as well. That's a new one. Alright, let's just be brazen. Like so. And like so. It's a bit annoying. I want to get his goodie. He has a goodie. Did I already take it? God damn it! I need to watch his back. Or see his back. Like so. I think I already took it. He had like a white pouch. So that's one down. I already said it like multiple times in the earlier episode, but I really dig the art design and even still the graphics 3 years later of this game and the game engine, the Void engine. Apparently the opinions are a bit mixed on it. I think it's a development of the ID Tech 5 engine. I think that's the same engine as Wolfenstein, not sure, but... and it's a different engine than Dishonored 1, which apparently was done on the Unreal Engine. But I really dig this one. Apparently, during release there were some performance issues. But yeah, now with new hardware and patches afterwards, it performs totally fine in my book. Let's save the game. And let's take out the other dudes. And also check out the environment, because that's what this game is really well in my opinion, is creating atmosphere and exploration. Exploration is really well done in my book, in my view. Alright, I already read this one. Yeah, so I'm not going to do that again. It's in one of the earlier episodes, maybe without sound, but yeah, this one. If you're really curious, you can pause the video and read it. And let's double check it. Very. Did I? Yes, I read this one. That was one of the Dunwell Courier editions. And also playing without any HUD. It's really kudos to the developer that they allowed that level of customization of the HUD. It's amazing. Alright, so that's also like... a way to go. Holy shit, I think I could just have taken that whole path via the rail to here. Could have just skipped everything. Of course, you have to be a bit quick. But this level of choice is amazing. I think I can just jump in the water and get to that ship without encountering anybody. It's amazing. Really cool game. Although there is some jerkiness here in the graphics. Hopefully that is not what caused the bug earlier, where I lost my voiceover and even one episode got totally corrupted. But let's hope that was not it. If I again encounter like one of those corrupted episodes, I'm not really sure what I will do, because probably I will ditch the capture card and start using NVIDIA's Shadowplay. Alright, this is probably to do a jump attack on that dude. And I'm not sure who killed who all over here, but there's a lot of death and despair. Let that be clear. Life jackets. Just figuring it out a bit, like what kind of stuff is everywhere. Getting a feel with how many collectibles or valuables are placed around the world on this difficulty level. Check their hands. They all have like these humongous hands. I must say, the texture quality, that was one thing I didn't really like in the previous game, but in this game it's all quite sharp. Or actually, the previous game was of course Death of the Outsider that I played, which is later than this game, so it's probably just as sharp. And the first Dishonored, I cannot even... yeah, I can remember that one. That was indeed a lot more fuzzy, I think. I think to remember. Nice. Alright, let's take out that dude as soon as the other dude walks away. How do I know where the other dude is without him noticing me? That's a bit my problem. Ah, is that the dude I actually killed? No, there he is. Come on, make your rounds, mister. Suddenly he's not making his rounds anymore. Ah, here he comes. Must be really careful because they are super perceptive. Alright, here we go. And another one bites the dust. Go to his friend. Alright, where is he? Even if you're not really in their direct line of sight, they will eventually notice you. So you really have to avoid looking at them for too long, uninterrupted. Corporal Blevins, order to clear the docks. I won't tolerate any more questions. Send all boats away from the docks. Telling them it's for the anniversary of the death of our beloved Empress Jessamine. Threaten to seize their vessels. I don't care. Just clear the docks. And according to the morning patrol, there was a woman here earlier who refused to leave. She captains the terrible whale or the dreadful whale or some other rubbish. She was asking for an audience with the royal protector. If you see her, I want her arrested immediately. You have your orders, Blevin. Trust me, you don't want to make trouble right now. Captain Mortimer Ramsey, First Officer Night Watch.
Ramsey's been busy. Gotta find a ship.
Even the stains on their pants. The details are pretty amazing. For a 2016 game. Alright, let's get the bastards. And here we go. Thank you very much. Alright, that clears out this part of the street. Of course, there are still dudes down below.
Anyone here? Show yourself.
Ah, this is actually nice. He's coming up. I hope. Let's wait a bit, because it could very well be that they start to investigate. They're like super tenacious.
You think you're smart? I'll fight!
But this is what I mean. They don't go to the location where they might have spotted something. They just gravitate towards Corvo himself, and that's really annoying. It's not consistent, their reactions.
Thank you.
Let's, for instance, check that out. If I make a noise, whether he will come to the noise or just to Corvo.
What was that?
That's what I mean. He should go there. I doubt he does.
Someone is asking for trouble over there.
Nice. This worked pretty well. So sometimes it does work, but just not all the time. I'm full of bullets. Alright, one down. I think 3 or so more to go. The Crown Killer is watching, we know that. The Crown Killer is trying to frame Jessamine and Corvo by killing all the opponents of, or no, Emily and Corvo, by killing all the opponents of Emily, thereby putting suspicion on her. That she is having her protector, Corvo, take out any dissenters. And also what I noticed, I've read up a bit, Corvo was the protector of Empress Jessamine, the mother of Emily, the current Empress, who was just the victim of a coup. But Corvo, and she also calls Corvo father, but he is not. He might He is her biological father, probably. But he was not like the Emperor, or he was not married officially with Emily's mother, Jessamine. He was her protector already since she was 12 and he was 18 or something. And they got into a relationship, but he stayed her protector. It was not like her bodyguard. It was not like he married her and became a royal himself or something like that. That's what I got from it. Anyways, let's continue ahead. I'm babbling. Holy shit, forgot about that one. That's a pretty handy move, by the way. I didn't know about that one from the tutorial. Poor fish. Alright, let's... we explored this area pretty okay. Seaweeds or something. Let's get into the pub and then after that go down and take out a bunch more dudes. See how many. I see 3 on the pier. Another one walking about. And I think that's more or less it. Nice. Is he coming here? I think so.
I'm stupid. And all the letters and then some.
I don't think he is. Let's just be brazen. Take him out. Like so. Try to hopefully we will, shit, I had to be a bit quicker. Yeah, let's immediately take him out, why not? Let's just be super brazen. Nope, that doesn't work. Press the button too early. And sometimes if I press right button, which is stealth choking out, Corvo does simply draw his weapons, which is super annoying. No. Oh man. Right, where can we hide him? Let's just hide him here. Let's be a bit patient for the other guy to move. Like now. I must say the clouds, they look a bit fake. The game looks amazing, but these clouds, they look really weird. Alright, let's immediately take out the other two as well. And then we can just explore the area and get onto the boat. And complete our objective. check out these clouds. By the way, very cool. It's almost a bit like Dark Souls-esque level design. That you see where you came from. Over there, that ridge is where the game started. The room that we escaped from via the window. And I also wanted to read that, by the way. Let's do that after taking out those guys. It's for the lore, those commercial posters, advertisements, pretty funny. Very nice. That about does it. So that is where we... That I think also will be our headquarters, the Dreadful Whale. Let's board it after checking out the pub. This is not an NPC I put there. This is just game design. Why is his head clipping? If it's like a developer placed NPC. But whatever. This does remind me, I think, of the first Dishonored. When we came also, I think, to Dunwall in a rowing boat. Really reminiscent. And also this game, the NPCs, etc. really remind me with their builds and their commentary, their comments and stuff of BioShock. But the world itself, the color tone and stuff, the wide open urban areas also remind me strangely a bit of Half-Life 2. Alright, probably we have to take that boat or we can swim to the Dreadful Whale. Let's do that later on. Corrosive whale oil. Probably that's something you can use as environmental damage. And also that why can't I get my freaking... I don't understand. Hide show all. Alright, where the hell is my freaking bow? Where is my freaking crossbow? Really have no idea how that Y button works. Hide, show all via hold. Alright. No crossbow here. Probably he left it. But that means I cannot shoot that bell over there. I wanted to see what kind of sound it makes. Oh, hitting the 45-minute marker. Alarm going off. Holy shit, another one.
Shit. The hat.
Holy shit. Thought I took them all out. Did I save after killing them? No, I'm such an idiot. Anyways, it's easy to kill them again, so I will. Let's first just quickly read that advertisement and then end the episode and continue in the next one. The world famous Pratchett warehouse for the best Tuvian products. Look for Pratchett. All of our products are manufactured in accordance with all applicable environmental laws. That's Promise, your primary source for nutritious whale meat in Dunwall. Pierce Pratchett. Ingredients. Alright. Mr. Pratchett's doing his thing. Holy shit. Even that dude. I'm pretty sure I saved after killing that dude, right? What the hell? Apparently I didn't. Alright, let's just very quickly take him out again and then I end the episode. Alright, there he comes. Just have to wait a bit. Here we go. This was a good example. Corvo drawing his weapons while I pressed the choke button. Pretty cool hiding place. Alright, let's not make the same mistake. Just save the game. Oops.
Damn it, I need to pee.
Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Alright. We are back where we left off. Also pretty cool that you can actually swim where you want to go. Alright, in the next episode we will be taking out those two dudes. And after that we'll be checking out the pub. And I must say, a really cool, just messing about game. Taking out the, and this is even without any magical abilities that Corvo will get soon, probably. Even with the basic stealth mechanic choke out, I'm having a pretty good time. Art design is amazing. It really is. Guys, hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you in the next. I continuously see stuff that I could do. For instance, there you can use that as a ledge. That air circulation machine, and then behind the billboards you can walk on the piping, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, that's for the next episode. Hope to see you there. I hope you enjoyed. And for the meantime, do not forget. These move a bit weird, by the way. For the meantime, don't forget to always keep on gaming. See you later.